All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the CAS 360 Discovery webinar. My name is Constantine, and I am one of the business development managers here at BGL. So today I'll be taking you through our ASIC corporate compliance and trust management software. So just a little bit of housekeeping before we do start. This webinar is recorded, and all attendees will receive an email with a link to the recording. For any questions during today's session, please use the Q&A. I've got Carlos and Emily in the question box, and they will be happy to answer your questions. So just a little bit about CAS 360 and BGL. So BGL has been in the corporate compliance and trust management software space for over 30 years now. We are now a global product. So we're in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Hong Kong, and more recently in the UK. So CAS 360 has over 1 million companies on the software, 175,000 trusts, and 3,800 firms utilizing CAS 360. So CAS 360 is hosted on a AWS, and we're ISO 27001 certified. Some of the key features that I'll be showcasing during today's demonstration. So we've got our smart alerts, our fully integrated trust register. We've got our identity verification service, so BGL ID. I'm sure most of you are aware that you'll need to be doing your verification checks from July 1st next year. So we've put it into the software now to get you guys familiarized with it and how it all works. So I'll go into that into more detail a bit later. We've got our automated SMS and email reminders and our streamlined annual review processes and our purchasable constitutions, incorporations, and reservations. So one of the biggest advantages of using CAS 360 is how well that it integrates with the rest of your tech stack. So whether it is your practice management systems, your digital signing, your legal docs, or your document management tools, these integrations are going to eliminate double handling, reduce errors, and they're going to save your team hours each week so they can focus less on admin and more on delivering value to your clients. Before we do get stuck into the demonstration, I'd love to run a quick poll with a few questions about everyone's current situation. So this is going to help me tailor the webinar to everyone here. Bear with me and let me know in the comments if the poll comes up for everyone. Bear with me. Why is that? Oh, sorry, one moment. Polls and questions. All right, so let me know if the polls popped up for everyone. Comments. All right, so yes, so the first question is just how many, what are you currently using to manage your corporate compliance software? The second one is just how many companies are you currently managing? What is your biggest challenge when managing company changes or documents? Are you 484s? Are you doing them through templates? Are you using another software? Is it time consuming, chasing signatures? The fourth question is what's most important to you when choosing a compliance software? Yeah, okay, so quite a few of you are having issues chasing signatures. So we do have an alert for that. So I'll go into that a bit more detail. All right. I'll just leave it there for a moment whilst everyone answers the questions. Okay, so saving time and automation is one of the most important things across the board. So I will focus on that and customer support and training. So no worries. So I'll just end the poll there, and I will move on to CAS 360. Thank you for answering that. Give me one moment. All right, so moving on to CAS 360, this is our home screen, which is what we call the company selection screen. Okay, so here is where you can view all your companies in one glance. So you'll have all your companies here, and we've got two search functions. So our first search function on the right is at a company level. So if I type in BGL for an example, it will pull up all the companies associated with that name. We've also added in a search function on the top left, and that's going to search at a global level. So your companies, your trusts, your directors, your contacts. So if I type in my name, the trust will come up and the individual. And the dashboard here is built around our five major alerts. We have just included a compliance tab, so we'll go into that shortly. The first alert is our annual review alert. So the annual review, when it is received, it will be automatically downloaded from ASIC into CAS 360 with the date that it has been received. So you can see this one's green. I click on it, it'll let you know the date that's been received, and you can go onto the annual review screen. So we do have a traffic light system here, so it's easy to understand. Green just means that, yeah, received. Yellow will mean that there is an upcoming annual review, and maroon just means that the date has passed. You can use these filters on the left-hand side. So each alert has its own dedicated filter. So if I click on this one here, you'll be able to filter out your companies for upcoming annual reviews or ones that have been received or ones that have passed. Our next alert is our document deadline alert. So based off the poll questions, a lot of you have one of your main areas of concern is getting your clients to sign these documents. So this alert is going to help you track documents pending signature. So your forms like your 484, or if you have an annual review when it's been prepared, CAS 360 will start a 28-day countdown for the document deadline. So you can set up automated reminders in the background, which I'll show you a bit later. So you can have them be sent daily, weekly, or on your own schedule. One of the benefits of having this alert is when you do click on view documents, you can view the status of all the documents in the document screen. So, yeah, so you've got your statuses here, and you've also got your filters again on the left. One of the benefits of this screen is that you have your electronically signed but not yet lodged filter, sorry. So you could click on here and you'll see all the documents that have come through into CAS 360 which you haven't lodged to ASIC yet. Our next alert is our company debt alert, which is this one here. So we run an RA67 daily to get most up-to-date ASIC debt in the system. So this is going to track all the debt for your clients. It's going to show the totals. Again, we've got to run a traffic light system. Green means credit. Yellow means that the company has future debt with ASIC. And red means that there is outstanding debt. So if you hover over, for an example, this one here, it shows that there's outstanding debt. If I do click on it, we'll provide you with some more information. So you've got your annual review date, how much is due, when it's been updated, and the total. If you do pay on behalf of your clients, we have added in a feature where you could click this button here and it will take you to AusPost. You'll have your BPay code pre-filled, your reference number pre-filled, and the payment amount. All you need to do is add your card details. And again, you've got your automated reminders being sent to them in the background. We do have the ability to send ad hoc reminders. If you click here, you can send it via email or SMS. And yeah, so that's just going to keep track of that. Our next alert is a new one, which we've added in recently. I think it was in the last update. That is your compliance alert. So that's going to track all your AML compliance. So that's where we've implemented BGL ID into the software. I will go into more detail a bit later, but this will track and make sure that you are being compliant from July 1st next year. So we've done it a bit early just so everyone can kind of understand how it all works and they're ready to go. Our next alert is our director ID alert. So this is going to help you manage director IDs by flagging new directors without valid IDs. So if I do click on this one here, you can go to director IDs, you can send reminders to your clients to get that information, or you can add them in manually, or you can toggle on this tab which says director ID obtained but not provided. Before I move on to annual reviews, we've also got these labels. So they're free text labels. So you can add whatever you like. A lot of our clients like to use by jurisdiction, for example, if there's multiple offices, or you might want to put in mail only. Some clients don't like digital signing, for an example, and you can use these filters at the bottom to filter out per label, for an example, or client to pay. Or you might have here that you've paid on behalf of the client. You can add all that information there. On this page, you can prepare all your agent forms as well on the home screen. So your popular forms like your 361, 362, you can do it right at the home page. I will go into company registrations a bit later on, but that's where the tab is. So once an annual review has been received, it will come green on your alert, and you can either click on go to annual reviews here or move over to the left-hand side and click reviews. So this is your annual review screen. This is where you have all your annual reviews in one page. We do provide a comparison report. So this comparison report will compare what is in ASIC to CAS 360. So we do compare the general details, addresses, offices, members, and the share structure. As you can see here, the incorporation date for this company differs from ASIC to CAS 360. So you can either click here and update it in CAS 360, or you can prepare the relevant forms to update it in ASIC. Going back here, you can do it one of two ways. You can prepare your annual reviews one of two ways. You can do bulk processing. So for an example, you can select all that have passed the comparison report, or you can select all. If you do click select all and you click prepare documents, it will take you to the bulk processing document screen. All right, so this is where they'll use all your templates that which I'll show you how to adjust later, and you can toggle on whatever kind of documents you would like to prepare. You can export it as a PDF or send it via email through CAS 360. I will show you, please select that. I'll do a single processing. One of the benefits of doing a single processing annual review is that you can upload your own documents. So you might have an invoice that you might want to attach. You have the ability to do it when you're doing them individually. In the document production screen, you can toggle off any documents that you don't want. For example, here we have a cover letter. And just so everyone is aware, every document that isn't an ASIC document is customizable in CAS 360. So we use merge fields. As you can see, this is a cover letter. You can add your own cover letter. You can add your logo. Again, everything's fully customizable. If you don't want to include the cover letter, you can just toggle that off. Get your annual company statement. Everything's pre-filled and ready to go. And in the annual company statement, we have added a signing field. It also comes with your solvency resolution. Everything pre-filled, again, customizable. You can add whatever wording you like here. And you can change it from a minutes to a resolution by clicking document type. You have the ability to download them here if you want to mail it out to your clients, or if you don't want to utilize our digital signing. So we integrate with FuseSign, PleaseSign, Adobe Sign, and DocuSign. I will show you what the client sees as well when you're processing an annual review. So this is the preview email template. I have added in the BGL logo. Obviously, you can add your own. These are what our merge fields kind of look like. And we have Pay Now button and the review documents. So I'm going to send it out through FuseSign. Sorry, it is a demo product, so sometimes a few issues. Let me send it out through DocuSign. So whilst that is sending to the directors, I'll show you what the document templates look like as well. So in a matter of a few clicks, you can send your annual reviews out to your clients, which is great. So whilst I'm waiting for that email to come through, I'll quickly take you over to the document templates. On the left-hand side here, this is all the documents which are fully customizable. So all you need to do is you can either download our, for an example, declaration of trust, and you can download it and edit it yourself, or you can upload your own using the merge fields. With the email templates, it's a bit easier to customize. All you need to do is, for example, the annual review invoice, the one we just used before, you could click on here and change it if you like. We received the email by now. All right, so this is what your clients will see. They'll get the email from CAS 360 and everything will be pre-filled. Again, they can click pay now and it will take them to the AusPost as I showed you prior. And then they can click review documents. So I'm using DocuSign. It will look the same if you use FuseSign or PleaseSign. They'll work very similar. So they click start, take them straight to the signing field, click on it and sign. And finished. So as simple as that. If you are going to utilize digital signing, it's a very efficient way of managing it. Your client can email themselves a signed copy as well. And back in CAS 360, you will receive a notification in the top right hand side. So if I click on here, it will say, for example, documents for X have been signed by Y, which is handy. And you can view the documents here. Another handy feature of the notifications is the settings. You might not want to be logging into CAS 360 daily. You can set up an email reminder by toggling this feature on for when you have an annual review which has been received, or if you have any documents which are due for lodgement. And you can set it up at, for an example, 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, you get an email and you know what your workflow is going to be like for the week. You don't have to use the feature, but it is quite handy, and I know a lot of the clients do like to use it. All right, so now that we've done that, what I will also show you is the automated reminders. So in the settings, click automated reminders. This is where you'll have your ASIC debt reminder. So you can have it set for 7 days, every 2 days, every 3 days, and you can apply it to different labels. So you might have some clients that are notoriously not paying their ASIC debts. You might have a label for them to get a reminder every day until they pay it. So the minute that they do pay it, because we do run that RA67 daily, they will stop receiving those reminders. For the documents which are pending signature, you can set it up. It's a bit more customizable. So you have your first reminder 20 days, 17 days. You might have your fifth reminder on the 3rd day. So again, this is all customizable. You can apply them to different companies, kind of their own different labels, which is great. So once that has been received, if you go to your documents, it will go into two, you can find it in two separate sections. You got your global document screen, which I showed you prior, which will have every single document in CAS 360. You got your status, your ability to lodge documents, and your filters. So, and then that will also be in the individual companies document section as well. So there's the Form 80, which we prepared earlier, and the status. So DocuSign sent the client. So if you do have, for example, FYI docs as well, integrated, that will file away into FYI docs. You won't need to download it and upload it back into FYI. Have that integration, everything will be working smoothly. With doing any company changes now that I'm in a company, if you aren't utilizing a practice management tool like XPM, Carbon, or APS, you can do them manually in the company screen. If you're doing it through a practice management system, you can make your changes at a contact level. In XPM, for an example, you might do an address change. It will flow straight into CAS 360 and pre-populate those forms for you. I don't have an XPM license, so I can't show you, but we'll show you that in the multiple, how it would look in the multiple changes section later. Now that I'm in my company, this is where you have all your general details. You got your addresses here. I might want to do an address change to Street in Brighton. And the forms have been prepared in the bottom right-hand corner. So prepared forms 1. So we can do a consolidated 484. So if I move over to offices now, I might want to resign Karina. And I might want to add Sajal as a director. And this is actually a great place to show you BGL ID. So Sajal is a newly appointed director. The forms have been prepared. You can also request an ID verification check through this page. You can also do it at a contact level. I'll show you through here. So this is BGL ID. So we're going to have 3 checks. Our first government ID check is just our standard check. And then we've got our second check, which is a more advanced, which also includes adverse news databases. Our third check includes a biometric scan. So you can do it right here, right in CAS 360, and be compliant with the AML from July 1st next year. The way that it works is you'll toggle on the one that you like and click proceed. This will end up sending an email to the director, and they will verify their identity through us. So you don't have to hold on to your IDs. At the end, once it does get approved, you will receive a report letting you know that individual has passed the check. Moving over to shareholders, this is our shareholder page. So this is a historical view of all the shares in the company. We've added in a view current shareholder list as well. And we have a few transactions that you can do. So you got your allotments, your share transfer, cancellation of shares, your share buybacks. So what I will do is I will show you an allotment and a share transfer. And it's as simple as a few clicks. We might want to do an allotment for Mr. George Clooney. And he's going to have 25 shares in cash. You can add a few more details as well, some unique numbers, certificate locations if you like, but I'm going to do a basic one just so you can see the forms. And I will also do a share transfer just so you can see those share certificates. So we're going to do Carmelo Anthony to, let's go Daniel Ricciardo of 200 shares. And again, you have the ability of adding those unique numbers and certificate locations as well. Now that I've made all those changes, I click prepare forms, and this will take me back to the document production screen. So you have all your changes on the left-hand side. You can remove them if you see something that you don't want to include. Again, you got your cover letter, you've got your consolidated 484. So everything pre-filled, ready to go with all the changes. So the cease of company office holder, you've got your appointed new office holder there as well. Your cancellation of shares, if we had some, issue of shares. So everything's just pre-filled. in a matter of clicks. You got your minutes resolution with all the relevant changes. Again, just reducing the time it takes to do all these documents. I know a lot of clients are still using templates and copying and pasting all these changes, so reduce errors there. You got your ABRS Director ID letter, Register of Officers. So this is the historical Register of Directors. Your consent to act for the newly appointed director, your Register of Members, your allotment journal. So all these documents are inclusive, no added cost. And then you got your share certificates and the application of shares as well, which I will show you. So here are the share certificates. Again, everything is customizable. And then your application of shares. Got your signing field. And your share transfer form. So I won't show you what it looks like when you send it, just because I showed you that prior with the annual review. But again, if you're sending it through using our digital signing provider, that will just click review documents and it will flow straight back into CAS 360. And if you're using FYI docs, it will file away as well. So it's just, reducing the amount of time it takes to do these changes, making sure there's no errors. And if you have a good ecosystem, you would save a lot of time. So let's say if you are using one of our practice management integrations, what will happen is it will come up like this. You'll get a notification saying address for Constantine Altides has been updated. Let's say it will look similar to this. All they'll need to do is click prepare forms in CAS 360. I'll take you actually through the multiple changes screen. Let me close this. So what will happen is it will pre-populate this. Let's pretend I've done this in XPM for Jalen Brunson. And if you toggle these two on, it will pick up all the companies that he's a part of and any other contacts with the same address. So you made that change in XPM, it will flow through into this page and it will pick up every single company or trust that address change is affected. So you're not missing out. You're not missing on preparing all your forms, which is great. It's also going to pick up, any other contact. So for an example, Veronica, it's going to ask if you want to change that as well. Which is a very handy feature. You can also do office changes as well, officer changes. So you might have Bronson, who is resigning from a few companies. You can do them here. So let's say if he wants to resign from these two, you can click proceed and it'll pre-populate those 404s. So all you need to do is click prepare forms, send them out, and then you can lodge it through CAS 360. So when you do, I did miss this before. So in the document section, when you do that 484 and it comes into CAS 360, it will come into here, AH Super. All you need to do is click lodge and it'll lodge it straight to ASIC. Going back to that home screen, I will quickly touch on company incorporations. So clicking here, you can obviously register a company through CAS 360 by clicking this button here. If I go to Australia, continue to company incorporations, fill in all these details, your details, your addresses, offices, shareholders, any additional information, and click finish. We will prepare your pre-incorporation docs. So your form 201 will be pre-filled, ready to go. Your consent to act, application of shares. Once you've sent them off, we've also got your pre-incorporation docs. You can upload your own company constitution. We do not have a company constitution, but you can get it through our provider. So ACIS, NTAA, Smarter SMSF, ClearDocs, and Light Your Docs. So you can push in-corp data directly into CAS 360. But we provide you with a Form 362 certificate of registration, and all these forms here. And looking back at the poll, a few of you had some trusts. So if I do click on trust, we look after bare trust, discretionary trust, family trust, hybrid trust, and unit trust. So I will show you a unit trust and discretionary trust, so I can show you how the distributions look. If I do click on discretionary one, yeah, you got your trust details. You have the ability to upload your trust deed. You got your relationships and your beneficiaries. I forgot to also mention that trusts are included in the cost. So you don't pay an additional fee for trusts. You could have 1,000 on here and you won't be charged. So you can add your beneficiaries here or do your distributions. So if I click add distributions for the discretionary trust, it will take you to this screen. So you can change the currency if you like, your date declared, or your distribution type. Do we do it by dollar amount, percentages, or free text? We've also added in this feature here where you can add some more information. So your, for example, your capital gain or other method. Your tax exempt amounts, that's all there. I will do it by percentage just because it's a bit easier to show for me. Move 100. So, declaration of distribution resolution. There it is, and it's all pre-populated again, ready to go at no additional cost. And then you've got your listings of distributions paid as well. So if I go back, I'll quickly show you the unit trust as well, because that's quite a common one. Again, everything looks quite similar. Got your trust deed here, you've got your relationships, and your unit holders. So the unit holders section is built off the share registry in the company one. So again, going to look very similar. You've got your historic view here, or you can view current shareholders. You can add your transactions. So you got your allotments, your unit transfer. These will look your buybacks. Again, these documents will look the same as the ones in the company one. So I won't show you that, but I will show you the distributions. You can add your distribution. You can do it by different unit types. Do it by dollar amount. You can do it distribution per unit or total distribution. I'm just going to do a simple one. Your distribution tax rate. Save documents. And just like that, with a few clicks, you've got your distribution statement for unit trusts. So you franked percentage. So again, this is all included in the software. And then you got your listings of distributions paid as well. With regards to getting trusts into the software, we do have a trust import template that you can use, and the onboarding team will assist you with I guess, I might as well go into the whole thing. So with trusts, you can use the trust import, the trust template, provide that to the onboarding team, and they will import all your trusts for you. With regards to bringing in all the companies, you'll have a dedicated onboarding specialist that will provide you with the training session. So they're going to give you best practice tips, make sure that you're getting the best use of the software, and they will also import all the companies for you. All right. On the top right-hand side, we have our support features. All right. So for anything quick, you've got your live chat. Our support team is based in Australia. You first speak to an AI. So, for example, if I type in share buybacks, our CAS bot, which is our support AI bot, will kind of guess what, I guess, some information that would be helpful. And it will also provide you a help article, right? So if I click on this, it will take me to share buybacks and it'll provide me with all that information. We've got some videos as well. If that still isn't, if that wasn't helpful, you can click no, and then you can speak to a live support consultant within a matter of minutes. If it is something which is a little bit more difficult or you do require a phone call, you can lodge a support call. And then in a matter of hours, you can speak to one of our support consultants. We do take feedback. The whole software is pretty much built off the feedback button. So the more people that request a certain feature, I guess the higher chance that we will implement it into the software. A lot of the features that you did see today are in the software because people have requested it. We do updates pretty much every 2 to 3 weeks. So we're staying up to date and trying to improve the software as much as possible. And it's essentially built by our clients, which is why we always encourage our clients to use that feedback button. With regards to that help articles, which I showed you earlier, you can type in whatever you like. So you might click how to add a trust in CAS 360. You'll have your little video and your navigation. So we have a lot of help articles available. Yep. And if I go back to the slideshow, bear with me. Going back to the slideshow, I'd just like to quickly touch base on the pricing. So pricing is $17 plus GST per company. And they're sold in lots of 5. So we've got monthly subscriptions available, and trusts are included at no added cost. So all onboarding and support is also included at no added cost. You can have unlimited licenses on the software, so you can invite as many staff members as you need. And yeah, you will get a virtual fundamentals training session with the onboarding team. Going to the customer success, I've also included a few, I guess, some feedback from some clients if you'd like to read it. So we've got here, again, Nicole Lynch stating that there was a fantastic job with the development of CAS 360. So I'll just leave that there for a moment so you can read. And then here's a custom success from Scott Murray. As well. Oh, yes, I also forgot to mention that we do have a fundamentals web training as well, which is included in the software. So that's great for if you've got new starters or if you just want a refresher. You can also convert all your data into CAS 360 or download it as well into Excel. And our BGL support team have 98% customer satisfaction.